Aki, saved by the mistake.
So this time we had Aki saved by the mistake. Wop, 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 wop. That was a little bit of a false start there, guys. How you doing? Welcome to D&D DJs and Dragons, the Thursday sessions. Back for 2025 for the first time. Yay! Welcome, everybody. It's only been three months of the year. I think 4 months since the last session. We were having a chat today, been like, okay, so exactly what's going on? And no one's got any fucking idea. So I've written a little recap. We'll see what happens to that. And we're going to get the DM to give us a slightly bigger recap. Let's hope. Oh, that's an early one.
That's what she said.
What bit was that?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Right, so how do I... Do you know what I always... Why is it on... When I get a Thursday session, when I haven't done it well, it's got live, but I can't bring up the thing with the chat. Oh, there we go. It's that button there. There we go. Hello. Josuke Allier's hanging out. How Josuke?
Hello,
Thursday
Josuke.
sessions will hopefully start happening soon again. We actually did one not long ago, but we're having like a 6-week break on that as well because our calendars were horrendous at the start of this year. Yeah. But we're here now, guys. Hopefully we've got a few people tuned in. We've got Eagle hanging out. We've got Josuke. So we're just going to get things rocking and rolling. Let's get any official nonsense out of the way before we start. We're back. We're a little bit later than we would hope to start, but we're going to hopefully get 2 full hours in. And yeah, anything else? Bits and bobs. So I'm going to start before we talk about the competition. I'm going to talk about this because I'm a bard. We all know that I'm a bard in this. Captain Jax, welcome. Hi, how you doing? So I got this today. That's called the Charm Offensive. It has a snake on the front. It's a 8% double IPA. Come on, let's do this, Thursday Night Crew. Oh yeah!
Oh my god!
Look at it. It's like pouring treacle.
You'll be on the Charm Offensive later.
So I'm going to try to slowly drink my way through that for the majority of the show, is the plan.
Yeah. Well, do you know what I've got?
I've also got some water.
Yeah.
And I've got maybe just a little one of these. So we'll see where that goes. Gaz, competition.
Yes, yeah, bot's up and running. So assuming
Holy
we can
shit,
get some money off Riggs at some point.
How much did we give away last year, if we did?
Well, we gave away £100 allegedly. If Ratbait was around, he would tell us if he got it yet or not. I've been chasing up the man. So here's some news, guys. They should take this off the air, really, but I'm going to talk to you. I need some money from everyone listening because Riggs has been. I think we've sort of spent up on our competitions. There was no money left for the for all my subscriptions, and I'm out of pocket for about 150 quid at the moment. So we're going to have a little chat later about the small donation. We want small donations from everybody playing. But we'll talk about that. That's for later. What else? So yes, what is the if crit fail, crit win? Explain.
So yeah, if we get a nat 20 or there's a cat next to Aki.
Yeah, it's distracting, isn't it?
Or nat 1 that counts, then I'll put crit win or crit fail in channel. You reply with hashtag crit win or hashtag crit fail. Get entered in. Was at the end, we do a draw for each of the rolls, and whoever wins that gets a ticket at the end of the year / whenever we feel like it. We'll draw one of those, and the winner gets nominally $100. It's whatever the prize pot's got up to. Last time we were well beyond 100, but it's capped at 100.
Do you know what was even funnier last time?
Oh, but he also went down a lot last time.
Last time out on the show. For those that weren't here on Sunday, we started the show, and within half an hour to an hour, we were minus like 20 quid. It was like ones. But by the end, we were up. We had a bunch of late 20s. It was insane. It was absolutely insane.
It's currently $5.
It's $5, but we must have. I think we had something. Was it 6? And we had like 6 and 7 or something like that. It was nuts. Enough of such nonsense.
Does that mean if it's minus by the end, the winner has to pay us?
I think you do that joke every time.
Do we?
Yeah. We assume Ratbait will win, and we'll just not give him the 100 from last year that we still paid.
Or go to his house, drink his beer, and then leave.
I mean, he won last time and just bought a round of drinks with the money, which was classy. It was very classy.
Amazing, yeah.
It's time, guys. I'm bored of your nonsense now, so we're going to slowly fade this music up. I'm going to quickly run over to this button over here that says music and stop. And we're going to get ready to start tonight's show. Hello and welcome. My name's Captain Jack, Scourge of the Sword Coast. I died, I think, but I was brought back to life by the Traveler. He's a sort of god, I guess. So now I follow his teachings. He's basically a bit of a trickster. Pretty easy to be a follower of his. Just get up to some shenanigans. This I have done in spades with my new friends Glamreus, Toxeros, and JD. We met in Waterdeep on the Trail of Treasure, but ended up as fast friends. We look out for one another, which is why we're here, in a myconid grove in the far north of the world. It is cold up here. I mean cold. And dark all the time. Seems there's a kind of curse in the area brought about by the Frost Maiden. We've been kind of working against her and her followers since we arrived, but right now we're working to help our friend Glamreus. He's one of those friends I mentioned. He's a druid. During our travels, he got a bit involved with some dark magics. Necromancy, which seems to have corrupted his soul of sorts. And now we've arrived here to find another druid who may have a cure. The team dynamic has been a little strained of late. People acting out of character. Toxie's been on edge. Glamreus seems a little, well, murdery. And JD, oh no, actually, JD's still mostly JD. Welcome, welcome back to my stories, y'all. There we go. Did you like that?
So first things first.
Yes.
Captain Jax may be in DM mode right now.
No, he's not.
Well, Twitch hasn't changed. Ah, there we go.
Delays. Before I do anything, I need to do like 2 or 3. So that's there. So this is where we're doing. So, all right. So that's. Let me just get that centralized. Well, that is centralized. Let me zoom in. So it's. There we go.
It won't be that long.
That's pretty. Okay. I also. So that's here. Oh, that's. I don't like those two together. I want to be able to go there, but that's fine. I can go there and I can go there. I'm just figuring out what all my shit is. Because I need to be able to get to my soundboard, which is over. No, oh, I know why. I just brought it over so I could read my script and still look at the camera a little bit. There we go. Right, so now everything's where it's supposed to be. I can switch back over to here. That's where we're playing games, and this is where I'm getting the sound effects from. Excellent. Okay, so give us a recap, please, DM. Slightly more including than my one.
Sorry, one sec. From which point? I mean, wow. Let's see. So, since leaving, which place would that be? Since leaving Bryn Shander, I believe, you accepted a quest from one of many people to retrieve a sled full of iron ingots, which led you guys to a battle with a bunch of goblins, where you successfully managed to retrieve the ingots. But I think one of the goblins got away, and maybe mentioned Cal Colloqua. I don't know if that'll turn into anything. You took a segue. On your way back, you saw a Nautiloid fly overhead.
So we still have the ingots to take back. We have those ingots, correct?
You do.
Excellent. Being pulled by our owl bear friend.
Which is actually technically 2 quests that we were sort of.
I know, it's just we'll recap those quests later if we ever make it back to town.
Even when we make it back.
So why are we at this Myconoi? Why are we in the Lonely Wood?
Well, you segued on to investigate a Nautiloid ship, having seen it battle with a white dragon.
And that's where Aki went a bit, started just murdering people.
Yes. Anyway, murder hobos. And after that, because it had taken you so close to the Lonely Wood, you decided that now might be the time to try and locate Hal Hullman. After much ado and running around in the dark and in the woods, you were attacked by a group of wolves. And I don't know if you remember,
Snarl.
you spotted a large white elk.
Yes.
Disappeared into the background, leaving you with the wolves that you managed to fight off, leaving the old alpha begging for his life. After a little bit of cajoling and a 6 on a dice, which apparently was a 20,
Yeah.
you
That's how I
managed
roll, baby.
you managed to convince him to lead you to the grove that they were attacking, Hal Homan's grove.
Charmingly offensive. Remember that, yeah?
Yes. Because a frost druid by the name of Ravslin did not like or appreciate Hal Homan's presence in the Lonely Hood, driven by Auril's will, I believe.
The Frost Maiden.
Frost Maiden herself. That led you into a pitched battle where the snow gave way to mud and rot. In the first place, that actually felt kind of warm in this frigid landscape. And as you trudged through mud and bog, I believe wooden trees that had been awakened started attacking you, as well as corpses coming out of the marsh itself, till eventually you fought your way through to the grove, ending the battle, and finding yourselves here. Okay, so if you want to scroll that screen down to the bottom right-hand corner. Or maybe just to zoom out a bit.
There we go, guys.
Okay. And one of the things that happened to you when you came into the grove is you all started realizing that you could hear each other's thoughts.
Nice.
As you were covered in spores. So until you actually leave the grove and wash yourselves in some fashion, you will continue to be able to use telepathy out to 100 feet.
Okay. Oh my god, I just farted. I don't hope no one can smell that.
Okay, so if we just bring this in. So you've been ushered into the grove, right? You can see that this place isn't a frozen wasteland like the rest of Icewind Dale seems to be. There are mushrooms growing on the trees, there is rot, there is decay, but there is also new life. Water flows through the center. You can see a druid circle in the center tended by an elderly dwarf who seems himself to have moss and lichen growing across him. In front of you, you can see a small group of what look like mushroom people. It looks like corpses, almost. Elves, dwarves, but almost animated like undead, covered in moss from head to toe. I wonder if we've actually got a Myconoid character sheet. We do. Let's see if I can get a picture.
Look at all this rot around here, guys. Oh, you can really smell the... That's pretty potent. I
think back to him. We can hear you.
I think I got away with that one. They're gonna think my fart was the rot.
Right. Now, again, you can see these Myconoids around you. What are you guys going to do? You obviously know you've come here seeking Hal Homan. You obviously knew the grove was under attack. Did anyone even roll to see if they knew what a Myconoid was?
Oh, we haven't yet. No, we pretty much ended as we got through the fight, and then I kind of remember seeing this screen, but I don't think we did anything with it.
Yeah. So you know these creatures were being attacked. While you were in the other map, you did get images of, images of violence, kind of the impression that they were asking you for help.
And
Hal Homan is someone here, so this is kind of where you're at.
Didn't Glamorous and Anaki have to come here? They were like drawn here, right?
Because we got mushroomed in the fight, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so you got you were the ones who got an impression of what was going on.
I'd like to make some kind of check to see if I recognize what they are.
Let me see. Roll nature.
That's a 13.
You never really heard of Myconoids. you can tell that these creatures somehow have something to do with mushrooms. They remind you somehow of the Underdark.
Of course, that's where I'm from originally. So I look around and I sort of look over. Does any of them look like they're, in charge?
There's definitely one myconoid who looks considerably larger than the others.
And that's the big guy in front of us, right?
It would be.
I'm going to sort of step forwards and be like, hi there. My name's Jax.
Right, before you even start speaking, make a DC 12 Constitution check.
I will do that with this as well. 1 second, because the Constitution checks are easier because I can just click my character sheet. Constitution saving throw or Constitution check?
Saving throw.
That
Again,
would
this
be
myconoid,
14.
Yeah, this myconoid seems to have a heavier essence of spores around him. As you walk up to him, it claws at your throat, and you kind of cough a little bit. But it seemed to be more or less okay.
How about that? So, we mean no harm. We don't mean any issue. We're seeking Hal home, and we feel that we had to fight our way here. There were some people that were attacking, and I don't know. We kind of saved your ass. You there, big guy? You look like a fun guy. I was wondering if you could point me in the direction of maybe Hal Holman if he's around, or my friend here is also a druid, and I was hoping to meet him.
Okay.
That joke was so funny. I really hope they all got that.
But as this huge hulking mushroom looks down at you, you hear a voice in your head. It says to you, "Thank you, travelers." Oh. Yes, you all kind of hear that echoing in your head. So, thank you, travelers. We are grateful for your assistance. We were attacked by rot, by trees. Unnatural. You have our thanks. You seek someone, you say.
So
to whom did you seek?
I'm gonna try this now. I'm now gonna try and think rather than speak. I'll be like, is this thing on? Hello? Can testing? Hello there? If you can hear this, yeah,
You creatures have a odd sense of speech.
Well, and again, so assume now until I say otherwise, I'm going to talk in the mind. I'll be like, this is a new thing for us. I mean, I can actually do this sometimes with some people. I have a spell, but this just being able to do it without a spell is quite nice. Hey,
yes.
Hey, Tuxie, how you doing?
Reach out.
Spores link us all. We are one coven.
Good to know. Yeah. So we're searching. We've come to the Lonely Wood searching for a druid with the name of Hal Holman, I believe was his name. He was from Waterdeep originally, I believe, but he came up here, and we know that some people up here don't like him, but we have no qualms. We just want. My friend here was hoping to touch base.
I know not of this Hal Holman, but we do have a druid. The archdruid of this circle. He tends the shrine over yonder. Do you seek his wisdom?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Yep, sounds good.
The circle is sacred to us. It brings life and energy to us. Only those anointed may enter. Roll insight.
Who?
Whoever wants to. You can all hear this.
I definitely want to go in a sec.
I'll just.
I got a 19.
I got a 2 + plus 8, so 10, but not quite one.
I rolled
Okay.
a natural 19, which is a 20.
Oh yeah, mine is a
Oh, JT, can you just roll insight for fun?
23.
I think with something like this, we all need to know to see what we each know, isn't
Oh,
it?
insight. 21.
I'm obviously too excited
7.
or nervous.
We're just
What-
insightful, Aki. We're just insightful.
We are indeed.
Yeah. The pair of you get the impression that a druid might be allowed across. But you see Glaz and JD kind of looking around and thinking, is there paint? Is someone going to anoint someone?
Glamorous. I think only someone who's druidic would go across. However, I would be concerned because he said it was cleansed. I mean, you might want to. I don't know if you want to mention why you're here.
Why I'm queer?
Here.
Ah.
Yes. Yeah, presumably the mushroom could hear you saying that.
I was going to try and keep it secret to see if we don't reveal anything, but then I realized that was pointless. How's it going there? Hey, going to give him the guns.
So yes, I'll say to him, yes, part of the reason I'm here is, and I'll drop my illusion if I had it up, so I appear grey. I've been tainted. I used some necromantic magic, and it's corrupted me. And
Unclean. Sorry, Karen.
and Lady Falcon,
Alchemir?
something like that, suggested that Hal has managed to incorporate the death into his druidic nature, and we were hoping that maybe he could do the same.
And give me some
Me.
new spells.
Maybe, but not going to ask him that. Maybe he could somehow help and bring balance to me, and maybe that would then also help the druids of Waterdeep, who I also seem to have corrupted. But
Yeah.
obviously, I don't want to put Hal in danger.
Okay, the Sovereign kind of ponders this for a second. Then he looks back at you. He says, "We Myconoids, we are creatures of death. The beings that give us life must... no, we are creatures of death. The beings that must die before we can bring new life. It is but a cycle. Hal Holman may be able to help. Oh, Hal Holman? The Archdruid may be able to help you. Roll persuasion.
Cycle of life, man. The wheel just keeps on turning.
Persuasion.
Gotta maybe write a song about that. Big wheel keeps on turning. While keeps on
Persuasion
turning.
isn't great.
Rolling.
Do you want to sing that song at me as inspiration?
That's what I was just doing. That's exactly what I was rolling.
Okay.
Rolling round the wheel of death. Rolling. Roll. So you got a plus D8.
That's D8, right.
And I will mark off an inspiration.
I can roll the first dice first and then decide whether I write.
You do that.
Roll the second one, can't I? 16 minus 1 is 15.
Ooh.
Is that going to be good enough, or do I roll
Ooh.
the
It's kind of
inspiration
like
as
it's one of
well?
those things, isn't it? Like, this is everything for your company.
Yeah, I think I'm going to roll it just to be on the safe side.
Makes sense.
3, so that's whatever that is, 2 on top of that, 18.
Okay. The Sovereign will allow you to pass, but only if you can prove that you are a druid.
Okay.
Go shag that tree.
Does he say that?
Yes.
Like, in our minds?
But I'm
Okay.
in your minds.
Yeah, Glamorous. You could do that bonfire thing. I think I've only ever seen.
gonna say, I was just looking at my spell, so that obviously is the first spell on the list.
Yeah. He fucking loves casting that.
I'll pick a spell where it doesn't look like I'm going to burn too many mushrooms.
Yeah,
off
maybe
to the
don't do that
side.
one. Yeah, it's a good point.
And just like with there's some rocks or something, assuming there are any rocks or something, and I'll cast a bonfire. See whether that impresses him much.
Right. You cast a bonfire. And immediately DM bullshittery.
The wheel of wild magic!
Roll me a
I
D100.
kind of assumed that was why you wanted me to do it.
Exactly.
So what do I do? The D20 first.
No, just roll a D100.
Oh, we're going straight to it, right? Okay, I see.
We're in the grove now, kids. You go bald.
64.
Okay. Can I do this? Yep. And okay.
You
yes.
accidentally cast fireball on everyone.
Oh yeah.
He does something very similar to that. So he accidentally. No, that's wrong. Put that there. He accidentally casts fog on everyone. So as you cast a bonfire, right, from the bonfire, instead of flame, giant clouds of smoke start billowing out, covering a 20-foot radius around you as you're suddenly engulfed in darkness. You hear in your head...
It usually isn't that smoky.
You hear in your head that the Sovereign say, "An unusual spell to be sure, but I am satisfied you are a druid. You may pass."
I'm now worried that there's a chasm that I'm gonna try and walk towards and can't see.
Did you is it, can you turn this off now? I think your fire is really smoking.
So I drop the fire and see whether the fog goes away or not.
I mean, it's a weird one. It's a concentration spell, but it's centered on yourself, and it was completely unintentional. Roll a d20, and if you get more than a 10, you can break your concentration.
Okay. 2.
No.
I mean, can Aki just slap him in the face or something?
Well, what I was going to try and do is meta it, which I'm assuming won't work, but I'm going to
you should
cast
always
guidance.
try.
I'm going to cast guidance on myself to try and think of a way
Nice.
out. And because guidance is concentration, it would automatically drop the other concentration spell.
What was that? I missed that.
I'm going to cast guidance on myself to
Nice.
think of a way to get rid of the fog. And because guidance is a concentration spell, it will auto drop the fog concentration.
But you'll probably have to do
spell.
another wild magic roll.
Possibly. Oh, but I still don't know why it went foggy. I don't think
Right.
I actually know about this wild magic stuff yet.
Okay.
I
Right.
accidentally turned
Yeah.
indivisible, didn't I, once before, and I didn't
You
know
did.
that.
Right, roll another d100. It's all
And I
popping
certainly
off
don't
now.
know that this area seems to inflate it. I might figure it out at this point, but
Another
the
fog
same
cloud.
thing.
Oh my God,
The
what?
same thing.
A D100 and he rolled the same thing twice. That is not possible.
You cast guidance on yourself and nothing happens.
I'd like to think it
Oh,
dropped
wow.
and instantly came up again.
Just sort of poof poof. What the hell was that?
So
You roll me an insight, no, just an intelligence check.
can we
Find
see
it
anything?
us.
Is it like really dense? We can still see like 5 feet in front of us, right?
What is that?
It's a 10 plus. Wait, what's my intelligence? Oh, 0. 10.
You think that your bonfire now casts fog cloud, but you're not entirely sure.
Funny that. Oh well, whatever.
So can we actually see like 5? Can we make our way, or can we not see?
Making our way down.
Fog cloud. Heavily obscured.
So we're not moving. Sorry, just to clarify, Mr. Sorry, what was your name again? I say in my head.
The Sovereign.
Oh, so he's the Sovereign. Hi, Mr. Sovereign. Is it Mr. Sovereign? Ms. Hey, Sovereign. Just to clarify, is that him that he's the only one that can go across the bridge, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, good luck with that, Glam. We're just going to stay here and enjoy your bonfire.
So
yeah.
heavily obscured suffers from the blinded condition.
Okay.
A blinded creature can't see and automatically fails any ability check that requires sight.
In which case, I will use my druid staff like a blind man's cane and just sort of walk towards where I think the bridge is, but use it so that I don't fall off the edge and into the water.
Oh, you're hilarious.
Okay, you give me a survival check. Well, we'll say DC 5.
Okay. Well, that's good, because I've got a +8, so as long as I don't get a nat 1, I should be good.
Always roll a 1.
I didn't. I rolled a 14. So
Ooh.
+8 is some number. 22.
I could dispel
Okay.
magic, but fuck knows what would end up getting casted. But I don't know if I'm clever enough to know that. But I'm letting it roll right now. Crack on.
Okay, so you eventually manage to so you eventually manage to find your way to the bridge, leaving your friends suffering in a fog cloud. You come over to a druidic circle with
I like to think as I'm leaving the fog cloud, and Jax thought
He
his
doesn't
start was
leave it.
bad.
It follows him. It's centered on him, right?
it really should follow him.
I can't remember if it does follow him or not.
Don't think it does. I think with the ring it casts it.
Right.
It's centered when you cast it.
Centered
but
when you cast it, but you can
It's
leave
affected
it.
by wind, so yeah.
Oh. It's just moved.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
It just moved 5 feet, everyone. It just moved 5 feet.
That fart that Jax did must have really messed up my fire.
How did he know I farted?
Oh my god. From the ridiculous to the more ridiculous.
Okay, Glamrez. The elderly druid. That's elderly. He's more like middle-aged. He's kind of graying in his beard a little bit.
What, like us?
Exactly like us. So he looks over at you and says, "Hi, who goes there?"
Hi, I'm Glamrez Barrelmane. Don't even know my name.
Glamrez Barrelmane, you say? You're a dwarf, aren't you? Oh, I haven't seen a dwarf in decades. And judging by your garb, you must be a druid. Oh, what brings you to my grove? Wait, did you say Glamrez? No, Glamrez. Did you say Barrelmane?
I did, yes.
Barrelmane of the Elderbeard clan.
Possibly.
Do you remember your
I can't-
backstory?
I can't remember my backstory. I should
This is
have
going to be
opened my backstory.
amazing.
The DM will tell you it is in your backstory that you grew up in the Elderbeard clan.
I know it was. Yeah. Right. Yep. Cool. I did mean to bring that up and forgot.
Oh, you should bring up your backstory.
That's what I'm doing.
Whilst he's doing that, I will let you know that as you walked away, I'm marking another one off. I'm going to give you another 10 minutes with one more bardic inspiration.
Okay. Cool. I shall put the D8.
Right, well, he's looking that up.
So
How
yes,
did you
yes, I
inspire
found
him?
it.
How did you inspire him?
As he's walking away from the group, I'm just going to sing. Do I need to see him? Let me read.
Oh, it's sound.
Other than yourself, within there, you can hear. That can hear you. So as he's walking away, he just hears a little song. You know what I mean? Like something along the lines of. You can see clearly now the fog has gone. You can see all the obstacles in your way, but we can't. Guys, we're not going to keep farting. Moving it. Come on. Another one. Another 5 feet of movement to the left. And that's that.
You want to get Brian to do some farting, not to...
Yeah.
So yeah, you've got that.
So
10 minutes.
Barrelmane from the Elderbeard clan, is it?
Yes, it is. How do you know? Do you know my terrible backstory?
I've got kin in the Barrelmane clan. Say, have you met Bessie Barrelmane? She married that fella Tobin. He had a personality like a chunk of granite, but takes all types.
Do I? Because I don't think I have that in my backstory.
No, that would be
but
backstory.
I assume yes. Because yes, it was a fairly small village. So yes,
Yeah.
I do. Yes,
Ah,
Not
yes.
one of the people I killed. That's all right.
No. Ah, yes. Say, laddie, what was your first name again?
I'm Reyes.
Wait, you're not that glamorous, are you?
I mean, quite possibly.
As opposed to?
As he says that, he you can see a kind of disappointment and sadness in his eyes, right? As he might recognize what happened to you.
That was the start of my downfall.
Aye, no wonder you're up in here in the northern wastes, kinless. That's a sad thing to see a dwarf like that.
Fortunately,
you.
that was only the start of my problems.
Ah, mind you, I do empathise some. The Emerald Grove has never had much truck for me, I'm afraid. I find myself here, tending the grove, without a dwarf or a student to my name.
Or a decent
It's
Irish accent. Carry on.
Generic Northern. You can voice him if you want.
No, carry on.
Oh, that was amazing.
Oh,
Everyone's a
see,
character.
I've not heard Jax voice him, so I can't compare. The rest of you have, haven't you?
In fairness, though, when I voiced him, JD took offence. So, I mean, this is working better.
Well, I could tell that was some sort of weird northern.
It's
I'm
like since
not
he's,
going for anything
moved
specific
since he's
because I'm
moved
gonna
to the
miss it.
north up here
Yeah.
now, he's lost his pure Irish accent now. It's fine.
Yeah.
Carry on.
All I need to do is talk to my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, you poor boy. Kinless. Glamorous.
Yes, I left home and went trying to find myself, and came across the people that came with me, but they're in a fog cloud at the moment, and we started venturing together, and unfortunately things took a turn for the worse. I've always struggled to know where the line between what's nature's way and what's the right thing to do. And at one point in our adventures, I accidentally got the boy killed, and it was within my power. It was within my power at the time to use some necromantic magic and bring him back. And I thought that was the right thing to do since I'd caused the issue. And well, he came back all right, but it's affected me. It's corrupted me. I've turned this shade of grey. And later on in the travels, I got turned into stone, which didn't help matters. My friends took me to Lady Falcon, whatever their name was, who brought me back. But unfortunately, the corruption spread to her, and the gardener had to cut her arm off, and now she's in pain, and all of the druids in Waterdeep are hurting, and basically everything is going wrong, and it's all because of me. And but she suggested that you've learnt how to bring death into the druidic way, and maybe you could help bring balance to me, and hopefully by extension to the druids of Waterdeep.
Aye, that's a lot of sail. That's a lot of dump on a man. So, boys, Waterdeep, Lady Falcomer. I had felt that the Emerald Grove had felt weaker of late. You say that was you?
It wasn't my intention, but yes, I fear it was me.
He pauses for a second to think. Boy, I'm not sure it matters. What you did, we druids are not here to pervert the course of life. Things die, and in death it brings new life. It is a circle, my friend. It is a circle. But we druids cannot cannot raise the dead. That is not in our power. I am not sure you cast the spell that you think you did. Perhaps something else happened. In this...
It was from a scroll that we found in some necromancy thing, so there is a chance. I have no real idea what I was reading. I was grasping at straws, so there is a chance that I cast something else.
Shillelagh.
Always.
On fucking fire.
I cast that a lot, yes.
Yeah. Laddie, in this world, there are many creatures, many forces, many gods looking for worshippers. If you had a need, a powerful need, and you reached out, perhaps something reached back. Perhaps
Or
that's what happened.
around.
Oh my god.
It's these spores, man. Everyone can hear my thoughts. This is my thoughts. I'm listening. These are the ones that just I accidentally think them. I don't do it on purpose. I'm sorry. Carry on.
Tell me.
100 feet.
So tell me, young Barrelman. I do not know your heart. All I know is you scattered your kin to the five corners of the earth, diverting that golden dragon into your fins, to your family. Are you worth my time? Worth my efforts? Are you worth this? Tell me now.
Sorry. Scattered his kin to divert a dragon. Carry on. Notes.
At this point, Glam goes, nah, fuck it.
Honestly, whether I'm worth it, I don't know. I just feel that I need to try and solve this somehow, and stop making things worse.
Well, I might be able to help you. But, yeah. Okay. Glamorous, I might be able to help you, but I'm not sure. Why don't you show me your connection to nature so we can see? Yeah, show me your connection to nature so we can see.
Show him your natural state.
Yeah, that's it. What he said. So, Hal Homan is imploring you to show you his connection to nature so you can assess how bad the damage is.
Well,
You know that one scene in Team America? He just needs you to prove it.
well, I just tried to show the mushroom guy out there my power, and I cast a bonfire, and it turned into a fog cloud. So I'm not quite sure what's going on at the moment, but I can try. I know. Let's try casting Goodbury and see what happens.
Okay. Roll a D100.
A different color this time. See whether I can get something other than the same number. 48.
48.
The fog cloud is slowly drifting across the water with thoughts.
Okay, you're right, guys. Take a. Well, actually, just fill for 2 minutes. This will be worth it.
So the fog
Who's Phil?
can someone else move the fog cloud? Because I can't move it. It's just 5 feet north because the farts are just moving it slowly. That's it. It's now just before Gaz. That's perfect. Look at that. And a couple of us are now out of it. You know what I mean? I'm still in it, but that's because I've got to be in it to move it. You know what I'm saying? So we're having a chat. Do you know what? If he's doing that, right? Well, because that's going on over a few minutes, we're going to listen in, obviously, to this story, and I'll kind of like. Actually, we'll be listening. We won't be talking because we're listening. Yeah, we're not talking yet, Aki. Well, it's soon.
I mean,
that
to be fair,
chat is coming soon. The chat that you
fair,
promised me in 2024.
You could talk to each other, because if you talk, I wouldn't be able to hear
No,
you.
but we're listening to you. We would. I would imagine we'd all be focused on the. I mean, imagine that. Just to clarify this with one question, Tide, while you're busy, we can hear that, right? We can hear that conversation.
Are you within 100 feet of him?
Yeah.
Then yes.
So we're kind of we're listening in. We know we're all like, my God, it's like a soap opera. What does kinless mean? Oh my goodness!
I wonder if you could hear his inner thoughts.
Scattered his kin to divert a dragon. Yeah, Gaz, you tell us. Could we hear any thoughts whilst he was saying that? Or did we get any other pictures, any glimpses of anything? Your secrets mean nothing.
Sort of scattered thoughts of obviously shame, and loneliness, and probably I don't know. Have you seen the picture I carry of what's her name, Elizabeth?
No.
No. You sort of get a vague I don't know whether the telepathy goes to pictures, but you sort of get a vague feeling.
Mental picture going of.
I don't actually know how you pronounce it. Elizabethlin?
What do we actually see, though? Describe the vision.
Did I actually write a description of her? I think I might have.
Is this where he's just going to describe Felicia Day?
Pretty young thing, yeah, pretty young thing.
Well, yes, dwarf, around my age, very nice lush beard, dwarf, obviously.
Oh, right, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! So see, this has just thrown me now. This has thrown me. Just gonna finish. We'll go back to you in literally 30 seconds before I say to the guys, and this is what you'll hear me thinking, because now I've seen that picture of Elizabeth. Because when I heard that he'd scattered his kin, I pictured that he'd lost his parents. Now I suddenly realise that he may have lost a wife, maybe a family, and we'll see where it goes. Carry on.
Not quite, but yes. We'll see where it goes.
We'll see where it goes.
For the group of you in the south, gently farting in the wind,
Yeah.
the fog cloud disappears,
Hey.
and a new
I did it, guys.
cloud of swirling white mist suddenly appears. You can see Glamorous. You can see this dwarf talking to him. The swirling mist next to him appears, and out of that you hear a sound. And have I got this on my soundboard? I'm sure I do. Right, as a unicorn appears out of thin air.
What the fuck?
What?
Yeah.
As you do.
Great grave of Folly O'Malley, what's that?
It was supposed to be Goodbury. I'm not quite
There's
sure.
a lot more meat on that than Goodberries, I'm just saying. I'm also thinking we might have found ourselves a new mount.
I need to look up the stat block of a unicorn.
I think
now.
we all know that the man, the legend, who is our animal wrangler, Toxeros, is going to be over that bridge before you know it. But like, yep, hey, come over here. I got an owlbear that you can mate with.
I'm assuming if I cast it,
It has legendary actions.
Imagine if that mated with the owlbear. Imagine the family. Imagine the children.
I'd have to look after them all.
Oh my god. I actually need to read stuff now because things might happen. Fuck me. Okay. How evil do you feel, Glamorous?
How evil do I feel?
How evil
He
do you
feels
feel?
magical.
I would imagine he's feeling pretty chill right now. Have you listened to this music I'm playing in the background before? Like a yoga studio.
I think my bloodlust went, so I don't think I feel evil. Unless the weird crystal thing I'm holding makes me feel evil. I don't know what's going on with me.
Oh, wow. This is some crazy stuff it can do. Wow. Does it even understand language? It does understand languages. My god. It's crazy. Right, okay. The unicorn immediately casts at will detect good and evil. Right, so this is a thing that's happening. Okay. Right, I need you to roll me a d20 and don't get less than a 10.
That's a 50-50 shot, man.
Yeah. I didn't get less than a 10. I got a 15.
DM.
Right.
What's the range on the spell?
On which spell?
On detect good and evil.
30 feet.
Thank fuck for that.
Oh, Toxeros, where are you right now?
I was
Just
going to
out
say,
of range.
I think,
Oh, don't even.
you know what I mean? No, I don't think he's evil anymore. I think I still am. I think I'm working towards changing it, but I don't think it's changed yet. So,
Right. The unicorn gently trots up to you. It bends down onto one knee and gently pushes its head towards you. What are you doing?
Turning it off and eating it?
I was going to say, presumably since I'm talking to him, riding it's probably not such a good idea, but I'll just do the thing you do with horses and sort of rub up their nose. If
What do
I'd
you-
have
what do you do
created
with
any
horses
good breeze,
normally?
I'd have fed...
Yeah.
they like
Yeah,
apples.
you-
As
Well, I was going to say,
you
had
brush,
I got any good breeze, I'd have fed it the good breeze, but I ended up with the unicorn when I wanted good breeze, so I don't know.
As you brush across its horn, gain 2d8 plus 2 hit points. I don't know whether you need any hit points.
We should powder that one.
You have a... I wonder what affliction you've got
Imagine
on
if
there.
this was our mount. You could just heal yourself by touching its horn.
I was gonna
Like
say,
rubbing its
Any
horn.
diseases you're
Just
currently
rubbing up
suffering
and down
from,
on its horn gives you hit points. I mean, you know, who knew?
Amazing.
any diseases that you're currently suffering from are gone. So
That definitely works the other way. Anyway.
That token has just disappeared, and it neutralizes all poisons that may be in your body.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you go from a very pallid pale to someone who just looks like they're under the weather
Temporarily.
temporarily. Yeah. Okay. So so the druid looks at you, and again he's like, "Bleeding hell, boy! How on earth did you do that?"
I have no idea. It's I was trying to make you good, Breeze. Something is screwy with my magic.
Oh, I don't know whether your connection to nature is very weak or extremely strong. Blimey. Right. I honestly don't know what to do with this, but there's a unicorn in front of you. Well, guys, what are you doing?
We're just listening in, man. I'm listening in, chilling out.
Do I get the opportunity to go over there and go and introduce myself to said unicorn?
We weren't allowed across the bridge. Summon it over. No, don't bring it over because I am not good. I am evil. It will fuck us up. Let's just leave the unicorn.
So here's the theory.
We would assume that's part of their whatever their. I would imagine, and I would say this. I assume that's part of their ritual that they're doing over there.
Oh, by the way, because it cures disease, you no longer are telepathic.
So we've lost the connection.
Because that's technically an affliction.
Hmm.
So we can't hear Gaz's thoughts anymore.
So you really do assume it's part of the ritual now, because you've just got static and all of a sudden the unicorn appears.
This is great, guys. They're doing some really good work over there. I think I saw this on a yoga class once. Like, listen to this. It just I feel that I'm in touch with nature right now.
Okay. Right. So as this goes on, and people are stunned at the fact that there's a unicorn there, after. Wait,
I imagine it just starts grazing.
After about 60 seconds, again a cloud of smoke appears, and the unicorn just disappears into nothingness, as if it was never there before. Right. Young Barrelman, I've never seen anything like it. But one thing's for sure: your connection to nature is unstable, highly unstable.
I would say that. Yeah.
Now, there is a ritual. There is a ritual. Yeah, there is a ritual, he says without an accent. There's a ritual that we could undertake. Right. This grove is centered above a ley line. I believe that we could reset your connection to nature, or at the very least, see what's going on with you. And he ushers you to follow him.
Okay, yeah, I follow him. Anything we can try, as long as it doesn't endanger your grove here. I've caused too much suffering. I don't want to cause you any more harm. But if there's a chance it can solve this problem, I'm up for it.
Okay. So, Hal home in, and you walk off in the other direction.
Before they
Right,
get
leaving-
outside of 100 feet.
Yep.
We're like, are we just gonna? Should we just stay here? We're just gonna hang? Maybe do some mushrooms. You know what I'm saying?
The sovereign in front of you says, "You are welcome to our hospitality. You may explore the grove, but you may not cross the bridge. Stay here as long as you wish. Heal your wounds. Mend yourselves."
Yeah, it was short rest for us then, boys. Short rests all round. Tick that button.
Right, so while they're wandering off, Captain Jax,
Yes.
you feel your backpack vibrating.
What did
Kind of
you
goes.
pack?
Left your pager on.
One
You just
second.
feel it vibrating.
I'm sorry. Pause. I decided to roll a hit dice. Because I had lost some hit points. Oh, I went the wrong way. Fuck. Shit. What was that? So that's why is that not?
Didn't one of you have a thing that gave us extra hit points when we take a short rest?
Damn.
That'd be your
That's
bard.
me. One second. I need to sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Hey,
Song of Rest.
you're not
If any of
barded.
you perform a hit dice at the end of a short rest by spending a hit dice, you get an extra d6. Get in there. So you can all. Did they roll their own d6 or take what I rolled? I should roll your own,
They
guys.
roll.
I rolled a fucking.
Is
2.
that 1d6 per dice or
No, just 1d6.
okay?
So I scored. Where's my 8 gone? 4 plus 2 plus 1 Constitution is 6, and I was on 53. That's 59. So yeah, there was a buzz in my backpack.
Yeah.
I will go
you
into
do.
my backpack. Where is the buzzing coming from?
As you root around in your backpack, you realize that your map, for some reason, appears to be shaking.
Okay. Now, just to clarify, just because it's been 17 years since we got this map, the map is a magical map. Tell the viewers all about it.
Yeah. The map is a magical map. It was
Hey,
a
from your
gift to
patron.
you but from your patron. When you opened the map, you essentially had a circular. It was a square map, well, rectangular map that unrolls. But essentially, you had a circular, a circular portal in the center of it that had a map of the area. And as you turned, the map stayed stationary, so it moved around the map. So you always knew. where north.
Basically, we had Google Maps on a map.
That
Yes.
compass map.
Yeah. And it's
And
now
there were
it's now
a
buzzing.
few places on the map that were highlighted in purple.
Okay. Was this one of them?
It is.
Okay. So I pull it out and I see this is purple, and I'm gonna close my eyes and think. Traveler, are you here? Can we talk here?
I am here, my child. What news do you bring me?
I mean, this frost maiden bitch has been really annoying. I mean, there were there's mind flayers and an airship that crashed, and there's a dragon that's been flying over and killing people. We're doing quite well with the Glamorous thing. He's doing a thing over there right now. It's been a thing, but I tell you what, I did a bunch of farts today. It was hilarious.
I'm glad. It warms my heart to see that you are keeping in good spirits.
Yeah, I did some singing as well. Obviously, it's only since we met really that I've learned the song since I got that guitar, and I like to feel that I'm getting better at it. So I just want to let you know that I did a couple more songs today. I feel another one brewing.
Is a
What, a
Bandalore.
song or a fart?
Bandalore, that was it. Yeah, Bandalore.
So what? To what do I owe the honor of a visit from my child?
Well, do you know what? This map started buzzing, and I think I suddenly realized that this might be a place that we could touch base, and I just thought I'd say hi and just let you know about the farts and everything, and just to see how you. Obviously, we don't get to talk in many places around here. Have you got anything for me?
He pauses for a second. He seems to look around. Ah, I see. You found yourself in the Lonely Wood,
Yeah.
near the Myconoids, I assume.
Yeah, mushrooms, man. Love mushrooms.
If you could, if you please, I would will it that you bring me one of the mushrooms from the grove. Not a mushroom from the floor, not a mushroom from a tree, but a mushroom from the back of one of the Myconoids themselves. I have a rather fun idea that I would like to try. Should you be successful in this quest, I will have one of my followers rendezvous with you in Telemaine. Do not disappoint me, child. I have such high hopes for you.
The fuck?
Just to check, DM, given he's part of this mushroom network, can they hear?
I was about to ask, A, can they hear this? Because this is me talking to my god, but can they hear this? And can my team hear this? Is this between me and my god?
This is going to be between you and your god. This is
nice.
This is prayer.
Yeah. Okay. So I need to steal a mushroom from the back of a myconoid.
Without thinking about it.
Without thinking about it once.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I will be like. So just to clarify, I don't know if you know this, but around here there are these spores. Can they hear what we're saying?
Talking to the traveler still?
I'm talking to the traveler. Yeah. Can they hear what we're saying right now? I mean, surely now they're gonna know I'm gonna try and steal from them. So like that will make it really difficult.
I have 2 suggestions for you. One, rather boring. You could wash the spores off. They cannot hear what is not connected to their circle. Or 2, you cannot think when all that you have in your head is a song.
Oh.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da.
This is happening, isn't it?
Either way, I know that you shall not disappoint me, favorite child of mine.
Favorite child, that's me. Number one
Dad?
son. That's what they call me. Number one son. Number one praiser of the traveler. I will see what I can. Oh, also, like, just one final question. Like, are they really attached to their mushrooms on their back? Do you think? Maybe if I didn't sing a song, I could convince one of them to just give me it.
Yeah, he's just going to give you a chuckle, and then he's going to sever the connection and leave you to
Yeah.
wait.
Okay.
Laughs and hangs up the phone.
Either way, it's going to be fun for him to watch this.
Okay.
Are you honestly just picking up your band? Are you Song of Resting it?
So that's when I'll do the Song of Rest and we'll do the short rest, and so that's why everyone gets their D6, and I'm just like singing to myself so no one can hear me. And I'm gonna think whilst I'm doing it to see if anyone picks up my thoughts, which are very nonchalant. And does anyone look like they can detect what I'm thinking? I'm thinking of Toxeros naked and JD naked
and stuff, can't I?
But you're not. I don't know if you currently are though. I mean, you can hear my thoughts anyway. So you can do what you can do. So all I'm going to do is right now I'm going to sing a song to myself, the Song of Rest. And whilst I'm singing the Song of Rest, I am going to think about JD and Toxeros frolicking naked in the pool, and see if they look at me weirdly or if they look at me normally because they can't detect my thoughts anymore because I'm singing.
This is an interesting one. What would we have for a role like that?
That seems like a criminal thought, and Azarage is going to let me know that you're thinking criminal thoughts.
That's not criminal, it's beautiful.
It's something.
Right.
I need an adult.
It was more about because he said when I sing, so I'm just trying to see if singing.
You two can roll insight against his deception.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's a nat 1.
I just nat 20'd on an insight check.
I guess we don't roll at all. There's no,
No,
point
no,
in doing it.
I still want to see what JJ gets.
So it's 20, isn't it? Is it 20 now? More than that. It's
Well, what did you roll?
I rolled a
On my
14.
insight, I should get +2. Yeah, so I'm 22.
So I rolled a 14, but I get a nat on deception and persuasion. I believe I can't score less than 10 plus my charisma, which is what is it? Is it 10 plus? I can't. It's 20 or 21. It's definitely not 22. So 22 is definitely higher. Yeah, 100%. So obviously JD cannot hear my thoughts of it, and Toxeros can.
I'm too busy
Miraculously
focusing.
through my song.
I'm just blocking out all the noise, focusing on our surroundings. I'm in like in case anyone comes mode. Whereas Aki's there like, oh, I wonder what JJ's thinking about me.
That's what he's doing. He's fondling the. He sees me looking at him, and he starts to fondle that medallion, and then just gets the picture.
Oh.
And I've got
Starts
no
rubbing it
idea
all
what you
right.
think about that.
Yeah.
So with a deception of 20, you are successfully blocking out anyone who is anyone who's passively picking up your thoughts. But what is your roll? 22, is it?
I
Yeah.
got 22, yeah, so nat 20 +2.
I mean, JJ's roll, Captain Jax's roll.
It was so it's 20. My thing is 20, isn't it?
Yeah, so he's got flat 20. So it's above everyone's passive perception. So you're fine if no one is inciting you. And Toxeros sees what he sees. Describe the scene to us again, Captain Jax.
so it's-
for his benefit.
It's like I'm going do 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 do, and I'm trying to think of what would cause them some kind of distress, so I can see a reaction on their face to know if this works well. And I look over at JD and then start to picture him naked and then wandering into the water and splashing around, and then I picture Toxeros wandering over and they're splashing each other like splash. Splash, like just like and they're kind of like just frolicking naked in the water there, and then I look at both of them and I obviously see one of them that looks completely blank, like he's looking around for any threats, and I look at Toxie in the eye and I know he knows.
I would kill right now if you just turn into JD.
You know what I mean?
Just go.
And so I'm like, okay, so people can check it, but not everyone. So I'm there. And then I obviously won't send a message because I can't, because other people would hear it. I'm just going to chill out for a minute and just keep playing my music so that my thoughts are mostly shielded.
Toxeros, thoughts.
So, hold on.
He's trying to decide whether he's angry or not. Or flattered.
Or turned
Fuck,
on.
I've got right in the middle as well. I am going to look at Captain Jax with the kind of confused face, and then I'm just going to pull my robe ever so slightly tighter.
And so I'm going to, I'll think about my thoughts for a little bit.
Yeah, you will. You
And I
filthy
will,
fucker.
I'll look around. So if I look around, do I see an easy option?
Okay, so you can see myconoids of different shapes and sizes all around you. You can see small ones that look like they've grafted themselves to gnomes. You can see large ones that look like they've grafted themselves to orcs or particularly large humans. Yeah, they're just floating around doing their myconoid thing.
And they have like, is there like just mushrooms growing off them, or is that sporadic? Is it?
Let's see if we can find a myconoid picture again. Let's have a quick look. So, yes, they are pretty covered in mushrooms.
Okay.
I mean, some obviously look like mushrooms themselves, but they have protrusions, almost like fruiting bodies just coming out from them.
So I'm gonna like, sort of I'm going to cast.
I don't know whether to resolve this after what's going on with Glamorous.
It's
'cause
so
I feel
tough.
Like
So
I feel like you
tough.
might end up running out of this situation.
What I would like to do first of all is I'm going to keep singing whilst I think about what I do, and I'll pass it back over to the other group.
Right, so while you come up with a plan. Right, so, Glamorous,
That's a
do-
hell of a
Druid
map.
friend has taken you down into her cavern.
Ooh.
Right, if you want to change map pictures, I can't see that flicking over yet.
Oh, that's weird.
Right.
There we go.
Okay, so as you walk down into this cavern, well, let's say Hal Holman. So Hal Holman, he strikes up a conversation with you. He says, "Glamorous, as druids, we have a particularly strong
Irish accent.
Yeah, no. Terrible Irish accent. We have a particularly strong, I can't even say it, it's affinity. We have a particularly strong affinity for nature, for the rock. And as a dwarf, even more so. I remember the rocks from my homelands. You could feel them. You could feel they were strong. They were proud. They had held aloft the roof above my clan for many millennia. You could feel that pride every day as you walked over them. Most dwarves are blessed with this. It's kind of a shining, or a cunning, kind of a stone cunning, you might say. I wonder, son, if you can feel the rocks here. And as he says that, he starts taking his shoes off, and he starts taking his shirt off and his chainmail off. He says, "Come on, lad. There's nothing better than getting a bit of flesh to the rock. It really helps you to connect, you know." As he kind
There's a lot of nudity in
his
tonight's show.
little fat toes as he kind of gets all of this. He says, "Don't worry, laddie. Well, you can keep your kicks on." As he encourages you to strip down.
Yep, definitely doing that.
Yeah. Okay, so as you take a few minutes to disrobe down to your underwear, right? Again, with a fairly naked-looking Hal Holman there at the time. How, by the way, Captain Jax, describe to us Hal Holman's body. Is he a hairy dwarf, a portly dwarf? Does he have tattoos of his mother?
I haven't got his character sheet open. I haven't played Hal Holman in fucking 5
You
years.
would not have described that on his character sheet.
No, but I was just trying to pull up what I actually...
Is he covered in moss instead of chest hair?
Back then, I used to draw a lot. I remember I used to draw a lot of pictures. So I'm just gonna pull it up just to see if I wrote any notes. Just give me a second. I created this character, guys. This is when there was no Spore Druids. This is way before Spore Druids. It was in testing, and I was like, I really like the idea, so I created it. Okay, what it is? So he, yeah, I would like to think that he's definitely hairy. 100% hairy.
Okay. So Glamorous, you see this, slightly hairy, kind of whiting chest hair, kind of dwarf in front of you. What does he see? Does Glamorous have a ripped, muscular chest? We never really see dwarves take their armor off.
Not especially. I was just looking. I'm 11.
I mean, you're
stone
just a
something
boy.
or
You're
other.
80 years old. You probably don't even have your chest hair yet.
94 years old.
Still young.
But yeah, still young. Yeah, no, I'm like most dwarves, a little on the podgy side. I mean, there's definitely some muscles going on there, like all dwarves, but yeah, no, not especially ripped or anything, and obviously hair, definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
But like the picture, both hair, lots of hair from up top and from the beard.
Hal's also got some shroominess in his beard.
How long is his beard?
Oh, it's a glorious beard. I mean, you know, it's full. It's not like my little weak thing here.
Yeah.
He's got a good full
Got a
beard.
glorious beard.
And there's little shrooms coming out of it. No shrooms in the crotch area, though.
Right, so he disrobe, and you can see him stretch his feet out as he gets them right onto the rock there.
Big feet.
Yes. So he says he bends over and he picks up a couple of rocks, and he kind of describes this to you. So he says, "Oh, Holman." So he says, So yeah, so the rocks of my homeland, they feel proud and strong. Glamorous boy, did you ever feel the rocks of your homeland?
I mean,
Because you
Yes,
dwarves have a thing called stone cunning. Don't worry too much.
but yes, I mean, I'm a hill dwarf. We lived in the shadow of a big mountain that had lots of rocks. So yes, very, very, very much so.
Yes. Right, boy. Now try and connect with the rocks of this land, of Icewind Dale. Right. And he encourages you to put your hands on the floor and kind of do that expanding of consciousness that druids are known for.
So how far do I go with this? Because I do have meld into stone, but that might be a bit further than he's asking at the moment. So for now, yeah, I'll just sort of feel.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, so in terms of playing, Stone Cunning gives you advantage on history checks related to stonework. So, give me a history check.
With advantage.
And you. Sorry. Oh no, sorry. It doesn't give you advantage. It doubles your proficiency bonus.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Have no proficiency in history. 'Cause it's
No, that's
intelligence.
just disappointing. That's just a really... No, proficiency is proficiency, though. Oh, no, so you don't have proficiency. Okay.
I don't have proficiency in it,
Right.
yes, so yeah.
Okay, it says and add double your proficiency bonus to the check.
Right, so
Oh,
you can
add
add.
side.
So you can add even though you don't have proficiency. Nice.
Yeah, it's double zero is what he gets.
Right.
That's disappointing. Anyway, roll.
Right, history. Let's see. I've still got the insight dice, so I might use the insight dice.
That's why I gave it.
Can we see the roll?
Yes.
Yeah.
5.
Oish.
Insight dice is 6, so
Not
that's
bad.
better.
11.
But yes, it's plus 0, so.
You should have guided yourself as well.
I could have, but that could have been dangerous.
I am doing guidance. And there's a big fire.
Poof. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Yeah. You put your hand to the floor. Your consciousness spreads out across the rock and the stone of Icewind Dale. The rock feels cold and harsh, but it feels like there's something else to it. Almost like a poison flowing through the veins. Yeah, so the veins of the rock itself. It feels cold, and it feels dark, and it almost feels like it wants to envelop you as you pull back.
So I said to Hal, I feel poison. It's not right. Is that my doing, or is that the Frost Queen's doing?
Aye, lad. You are not wrong with your assessment. That is not wrong with your assessment. It would be Shardalan. And he takes the 2 stones he was holding and he cracks one against the other. And one of them bursts open into 2 halves. If ever so slightly for a second, you see a faint golden light start to dissipate slowly. Shardalan. The rocks here in this land are suffused with it. But no, the Frost Maiden has naught to do with this. This is a much older thing. Much older in the time of great empires. Of the Netherese wizards. It's said, in legend, that during the folly of Karsus, when his whole empire came crashing down and burning, that the weave itself came undone, and infuse the rocks of this land with dark magics. It's said, of course, that this very floating city crashed into the Redhead Glacier, though none have ever returned to see it, as the DM continues to drop hints.
Where was the floating city?
The Redhead Glacier, maybe. Who knows? It's just a rumor. Yeah. Anyway.
Redhead! Redhead! Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, so Shardalin, boy. The rocks here are infused with it. This dark substance. 4 hardy mages, they come and they work with it. With enough knowledge, with enough care, they craft it into fine wands and fine weapons. It's unusually strong, and it takes welter magic. But those who are foolhardy have been known to pick up Shardalin weapons, not knowing what they are. And they succumb to the magic. It has a habit of taking what's inside of you and amplifying it. To those who know what they're doing, powerful, powerful weapons. And to those who don't, madness. You can see them sometimes, wandering the wastes, husks of who they used to be. It's a dangerous thing, Shardalin. Very dangerous. Which is why I must ask you, boy. When I asked you to undress, to hold the rock, why did you always keep your fist closed?
Quick question, DM. Can we hear this, or is he beyond 100 feet now?
He's beyond you.
Okay.
Plus,
Why did you not open your
cleansed myself
fist?
from the thing anyway, so...
Yeah.
7. Yeah.
So, Glamorous, you look down and you realise you hadn't realised that the entire time this was going on, your fist was tightly clenched around your Shardalin crystal. So
I was just trying to search back through my notes to see if that crystal, if that's what it was called. I don't know whether we ever knew that's what it was called.
We didn't.
But yes.
We didn't. No, we didn't. I just looked.
Yeah. In fact, you've been holding onto it so tightly, you can see drops of blood tinking on the floor in front of you. Lad, why don't you open your hand and show me what you've got there?
So, yeah, there'll be visible, effectively shock, because, as you say, I didn't realise I was doing that, even though, obviously, yeah, I would definitely have been doing that.
Yeah.
So, since he's called it out, assuming I've got the willpower, I will open my hand.
Roll a charisma saving throw, DC 13.
Charisma saving throw is -1. Do I try and guide myself? I think I'm going
DC
to...
15, this can be interesting.
Guidance requires forethought. This just happens.
Oh, okay, fine. In which case, it is 13.
-1.
Oh, yes, -1, so it's 12.
Frodo, or Sam, the ring is mine. Yeah, so, try as you might, you can't unclench your hand. It's yours, it's not his. How dare he try and ask you to open your hand? He wants to take it from you. To take your precious. Suddenly you are overwhelmed.
But it's given me strength since I've been here.
Yeah. Suddenly you feel overwhelmed with a desire to hurt him.
Oh, I was going to be the one that caused the trouble. I just want to say.
Well, he did say we might be running out of here. He didn't say why.
I'd like to think, meanwhile, at the exact same time, I'm stealing a mushroom.
Halhoman looks at you expectantly. It's all right, boy. We're all friends here. Show me. Show me what you've got in your hand.
So, how much do I want to attack him? As in, do I have to, or can I try and resist that urge?
You can try and resist.
I will pick up my staff, ready to cast Shillelagh, and then before I do, I will try and resist again.
Give me a DC 13 charisma saving throw.
Okay. This feels like turning to stone, where I have to keep rolling the same thing. Nope, that's a 2.
Ah!
Right. As you try and resist, your resolve dissolves. Any sense that you seem to have... Well, actually, no. You completely black out, Glamreus. Back to Captain Jax. All sense of reality seems to fade away.
I love
As a
it.
voice,
I
as a
love
voice
the
in the back
switch
of your head.
between the people that are going to ruin everything for everyone. Oh, by the way, I just
the
established
back of
that.
your head urges you to go to sleep.
So he's like, yeah, sleepy time for Glam, and the bad guy's taking over. Speaking of the bad guy, right? So I want to think to myself whilst I'm singing a song. I've got a song that'll get on your nerves, get on your nerves, get on your nerves. I've got a song that'll get on your nerves, get on your nerves.
What are you doing?
I've got a song that'll get on your nerves. And whilst I'm singing that song, I'm going to kind of wander over, because he said I can explore this side, right? Have you switched the thing back? There we go. So I'm gonna kind of wander over here and be like, this place is really beautiful. I like singing. Singing is good. I think you mushrooms are amazing. I'm just gonna have a wash. Have a little wash. Or like, I really like sharing my thoughts, but it's intrusive and you knew I farted. I just want to have some time to myself. Yes, I do. I really need to learn to sing in rhyme better, rhyme better.
We have to listen
As
to
you're doing this, some of the smaller myconoids start dancing around you in a circle.
Of course they do. We should have a little song and dance, song and dance, song and dance. We should have a song and prance all day long. And then I'm gonna play it and just keep singing. And then I'm gonna
Right,
of.
You've washed yourself, Toxeros JD. You can get a sense emanating from the Sovereign that he's pleased with what's going on. It's been such a long time since joy and play was brought to the Grove.
Joy
As these
and
things dance
play.
around this part.
My 2 nicknames in school.
Oh my god.
I thought it was the name of your left hand and right hand.
I was gonna say that. Yes, it's joy and joy. It's, you know what I mean. It's not like agony and pain. It's like joy and pleasure. So I'm gonna keep sort of playing my song, and I go. I think we should play a game. Play a game. Play a game. I think we should play a game that's called hide and seek. And I'm gonna cast invisibility on my Bandalore.
Just on your Bandalore and nothing else?
Yeah, because I have using my Bandalore spell invisibility, which uses 1 charge, I will cast invisibility on myself and everything that I'm carrying.
Right,
So we're all playing hide and seek now, and I go, we should play hide and seek, and then I disappear.
Right.
I need to roll a stealth check, I imagine.
You probably will, with advantage.
It was already with advantage, so I just do it with advantage anyway. Unfortunately, there's no such thing as double advantage, but it is a nice, lovely 21.
Okay. Now they're going to insight that because they just
Stealthy
disappeared
pirates
and
are
they're
stealthy.
confused.
Well, I asked them. I said we're playing hide and seek, so we're playing a game. It's fine.
Yeah. No. With that roll, you're fine. They
So-
they have no idea where you've gone.
I'm gonna creep around, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna keep playing. I'm gonna creep around and play, round and play, round and play. I'm gonna keep around and play, and then I'm gonna just touch for now, one of them on the back of the head. And now you have been tagged, and then I'm gonna uncast invisibility, and be like, and you're out, I say. You have to go over there. We're going to play a game. Wasn't that fun, everybody? Come on, guys. You guys should play. You should come over. So I'm gonna summon over Toxeros and JD.
Yeah, so the first myconoid walks away, and the other ones in your head, you can hear childlike laughter. They go, again.
Let's go again, shall we? Come on, guys. Are you coming over?
Hold on.
He's got to stroke his pussy real quick. Just give him a
Yes.
second.
Oh, you had to roll. I love it.
Yeah.
So you're going to come over. We're going to have a little dance. So then we're going to sing a dance. We're going to say, so it's time to play again, play again, play again. So it's time to play again. Oh, 1 second. I need to check the spell. So I can't.
I rolled a 7 for performance.
My performance will be fucking brilliant. I can't roll less than 12. It's a plus 12. 1 second, please, caller. I'm just checking one little thing. So we're going to play again, play again, play again. So we're going to play again. And now let's make it more challenging. And I'm going to cast invisibility myself now. So I'm going to use my own spell. And I will cast it at 3rd level. And I will make both myself and... So I can do 2 people at 3rd level, right?
If that's what the spell says.
It says, wait, higher level, when using the spell at 3rd level, you can cast it on an additional creature. Yeah. So I'm going to cast it at 3rd level, and I'm going to cast it on myself. And I'm also going to cast it on one of the other mushrooms.
Okay.
And then I'm going to sort of say, so what I would do is I'm still singing the song, so I'm not going to cast stealth yet. I know you want me to, but just give me. So I was like, and now we're going to really hide, and you have to find both of us. Come on, Toxie, I think you could find me. And then I'm not going to say anything else, and I'll now roll stealth with advantage. I don't know if you want the other guy to roll stealth with advantage.
Is he on his own, or are you carrying him, or what's
No.
going on
So
there?
he's just invisible. So I'm going to be stood next to him, and he's going to be invisible, and I'm going to cast. So I've rolled a 16 for stealth, and I don't know what he rolled.
Yeah, he rolled something like 12.
So everyone can probably see him. I can see him. I got a perception of 13.
Yeah, so you can see he's invisible, but as he's moving, there's like spores kind of trailing behind him.
So what are the other people doing at this point?
Right. So 2 of them would be running towards the invisible one of them, because he's not too hard to spot. So he's going to try and run away as 2 of these pursue him. And no one is paying much attention to you because you're not making much...
And as this guy runs past me, I'm just going to... blink. Blink. And I'm going to say, I got you, you're tagged, like I did to the other guy.
Right, so when you say plink, are you trying to...
Oh, yes.
Okay, firstly, he's running past you, so give me an attack roll.
Okay. I'm obviously not attacking, but yeah, I know what you're saying, that in order to hit him.
Yeah.
So I'm going to basically try and, as he goes past me, I'm going to try and snatch one of his mushrooms and also say to him, now you're out, like it's all part of the game. I didn't think about this in advance. I'm doing all this on the fly, by the way. I just started singing the song and thought, oh, what a great idea. I can just turn this into a hide and seek. I saw that I had invisibility and went, this can work. Attack roll. With what? So, like, just my standard dagger of venom attack to make it easier? Or
It's more like an unarmed strike, isn't it?
okay. Unarmed strike. Boom. Not good. 8.
8. What does a myconoid have? Probably more than that.
Years.
No, so
I miss.
With that, it's a swing and a miss.
So I go to see. So as I miss, I'm like, oh, so I didn't get to. I won't say anything if I missed, obviously. Do I go visible on an unarmed strike that misses?
I'm gonna be fast and loose with this and say no.
Okay. So they're over there chasing him. I'm gonna sort of stay behind here. What happens?
So they continue to run away. They continue to chase him.
They must get him at some point. Are they going to catch him?
I don't know. They both have exactly the same speed.
I mean, you imagine at one point they would be like, "I've got you." So he's running,
Right.
and they rally him in.
Yeah, they box him in and they jump on him, and yeah, you can just see these ones grabbing
I'm
him.
now going to be in the distance and being like, so you found just one of us, one of us, one of us. So just found just one of us, but I'm still over here. And then I'll quickly dart into these bushes. They'll know I was there-ish, but then I'll dart over here.
Yeah, so you hear like the screams of happy children as they do when they're running up.
Yeah, he does.
Right. As all of these things start making their way running down towards where that bush was.
JD, what are you doing whilst I as you hear the bushes ruffle behind
I
you?
want to be associated with a pedophile.
You're gonna just not. You're like, I'm not playing this shit. I'm just not involved.
You can just hear their thoughts just as they say to each other, "He's over here. Where is he? He was by this bush. Find him! Find him!"
So I'm gonna step out again, and this time I will. Again, I'm gonna try to say, "Got you," and this time just to give me a little bit of an advantage. No, I won't. I'm not gonna risk any kind of weapon. I will just do another unarmed strike.
Right, roll.
I was thinking I could try and plick it out with my dagger, but let's be honest, that's just asking for trouble. This is all just tapping. That's a 10.
I don't think 10's did it.
Does he get advantage given he's invisible?
I am invisible. I do get advantage. I should have had advantage on the last roll. Well done, James. So just for the shits and giggles. Oh, by the way, my next roll's a 21.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
21 is definitely.
What can I say except you're welcome?
You're in the bushes, right? I'd like to think you whispered like, dude, you got advantage. I'm like, oh yeah, thanks.
Right, okay.
Toxie,
So
what are you
grabbed
doing
him.
during this?
Currently dancing around to you singing.
I love it. You're kind of hanging out with the mushrooms guys.
Yeah, I'm having a great time. I'm in for
Grabs
a
it.
penny and for a pound on this one.
So I'm gonna plick one and say, I've got you, and then I will, I will get the mushroom. I will pocket.
Give me your sleight of hand on this.
I will get
Here
them.
we go.
So this is my attempt. What I'm going to try and do is get the mushroom, pocket it. The moment it's pocketed, I will then reveal myself and go, got you, and you're out. So do I get advantage on that sleight of hand check as I was invisible?
No, because when you attack, you become visible. So the moment you crack it...
How about a
in your hand,
26?
That's...
Natural 19, baby. Natural 19, baby.
Okay.
I'm a stealthy motherfucker, by the way, for a bard.
Right, okay. So as you do that, the Myconoid turns around, and while, again, it's a mushroom. It's not a small child or anything like that. And if anything, it was probably a 400-year-old gnome. But it turns around, and you hear in your head a voice that sounds almost like, "Ow! It hurts us! Ow! Why? But it doesn't seem like it thinks that anything was intentional. It kind of goes,
Sorry,
I don't like this. I don't like this game anymore.
Oh.
And it kind of encourages its friends to run away, and they all run off. And
That was such a fun. And then Toxie's still dancing. I'll be like, well,
wait, I haven't finished.
sorry, go on.
And in your head, right? In your head, you kind of hear a. Mushroom.
In my head, I'm hearing sirens. All I heard is he plucked off a child's mushroom.
Yeah.
He probably did. Yeah. So yeah. So definitely, you found a mushroom.
I got a
Someone
mushroom.
take it
guys.
away from him.
So I
Stop him.
secretly stole the mushroom, and
I'm loving this.
as I'm gonna go, and so as Aki's still dancing, I'm be like, well, we had some fun today, fun today, fun today. Well, we had this fun today. I just realised this song sounds a little creepy, like the Halloween song. So maybe we should get back and have some. Let's get back to the campfire. And I go back, and I'll be like, "Thanks, guys." And I'll be like, "I'm just gonna wander back over here and stroke Owlberry behind his ears, and then sit back down with my prize intact."
Man, I'm so glad we don't have a DM who's going to constantly make you randomly roll for thinking about that stealth, sleight of hand steal. You wouldn't do that, would you, Ben?
Constantly, never ending. Well, you probably should have re-rolled stealth at least once. But anyway, he was invisible.
I was invisible when I was doing it, and to be honest, I would have been with advantage, and it is a +7.
Right. So, what's left to do for you is you have to find the traveler's companion.
Associate.
Right. So
Servant?
sorry, I didn't write that
Agent.
bit down. So now I can go back to my notes and go. I've been asked to find a mushroom. Done. And so now I need to do what?
You need to find one of the traveler's disciples in Telemaine to hand that off.
This sounds sketchy as shit.
It
Oh,
does.
mate, that's
Always
you know
sketchy
what I mean?
with the traveler.
A sketchy Carl.
Tourmaline.
I love it. I've put Trellemalane, but that'll do. Right, let's get back to the... we've got just enough time. We've got 15 minutes to go back to the really important shit. Right, guys, we've only got 15, 20 minutes. We're going to go back to the really important shit, but I really need to pee. Like, desperately. So I want to say, I know it's only like 50 minutes left, but we're going to take a 2-minute break while I can pee. Everyone, if you need to pee, pee. And then we'll come back because we all need to find out what the fuck Gaz is about to attack. And it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I could try and retcon it because I realised when we were saying about stone cunning, I read it up and it says when you make an intelligence check, you are considered proficient in the history skill and W proficiency bonus. So I could have actually added 6 to it, at which point I wouldn't have used the inspiration dice on that, and then I would have used it on the charisma save and I'd have passed it. But we are where we are.
Unfortunately, you didn't read it. If only you'd have read your own. If you'd have read your abilities.
Indeed.
See, that's why the entire time of that 15 minutes, I sat looking at everything I had and went, "Okay, I've got invisibility. What can I do? I got this. I'm gonna plan."
Yeah. Well, I didn't know I was
Tea
in
break.
a cave.
No, I know.
Oh dear. He said P-bait, but he hasn't actually put us on break on Twitch, has he?
No.
No?
Fair enough. We can just talk
I
to each
guess
other.
everyone needs to drink.
Indeed.
What, so that we have to go pee?
No, because it's dead air.
All right.
Druid's
Well,
magic comes
technically
from
not
Mother
dead,
Nature.
we're
From first-hand
talking.
experience, I can tell you now she's an absolute bitch. Shut up, bitch.
We need to take that away from him. Ben, you're banned.
We really do.
Don't make me come to your house and unscrew your GPU fans.
Hey, you're actually in London next week. And also, I'm semi-serious about breaking into his house. I do have lockpicks. No one heard.
I actually bought some lockpicks.
I
I
mean,
want to
we
break into a
can,
drawer at work.
but I'm blaming you. You're the adult.
Who told you I'm an
slightly
adult?
scared.
Your passport.
To be fair, you're an adult. You may not be a responsible adult. That's...
Yeah.
I don't know. He knows lots of women. That's irresponsible.
I'm not sure that makes you an adult. Some of the things he does with the women, that's a different matter.
Well,
I mean, he was a legal guardian for some of Aki's kids, so that counts, right?
I thought that was you.
No.
No, he was trying to
Illegal
buy
guardian.
them. That's a different
You're the illegal guardian. Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, I was a great guardian. Took him out for pizza. Didn't call the police when certain people disappeared in bunny rabbit costumes till 2 a.m. in the
What?
morning. These are real things that happened.
Why have I not heard about? I don't know if I want to know about this. Of course, Aki's raising furries.
Was Aki's nephew may have been dressed up as the what's the drink that he really loves?
Oh, the sneak bunny. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
definitely furry.
Sneak, if you're listening, we accept donations. He was dressed up as a Sneak Bunny with a t-shirt cannon at a rave, I want to say.
Are you too old to know what a rave is, or?
I just don't know what he was doing. He was throwing t-shirts at people in a giant bunny costume.
Yep.
This is a thing, and it happened.
Why does the things that's happening in the game we're playing seem more realistic than
I
real
know,
life
right?
sometimes?
I'm back.
Oh dear.
So
Well,
quick,
I mean,
quick one. I was supposed to put the trans on. I didn't. Oh well, you guys talked
Yes.
today. So quick one.
Yes.
One, the beer that I got from Otherworld that had a squid on it, which I thought would come in really apt tonight, obviously didn't. But I don't feel bad about that because it's a really nice beer and I'm really excited. But I also had one called Radioactive Worms with a massive, and I think that suits the Myconoid village that we're in. Look, cool artwork. This motherfucker. Ooh, look at that.
Yeah, if you imagine they're mushrooms rather than worms.
I mean, okay, carry on, DM. Let's go.
Right. Okay, so let's jump back. Right, so Glamreus, we discovered that you probably should have rolled a 16, wouldn't have rolled charisma, but we're not retconning what happened.
Didn't know your abilities, man. It's your own fault.
But I will give you the
Not only that, the DM
inspiration
told
back.
me the ability and I didn't go read it.
Oh, he's giving you the inspiration back, dude. He's giving you the inspiration
Nice, nice.
Yeah. Right, so you are completely blacked out. Right, I'll give you one last chance to charisma saving throw this.
Okay. But I'm blacked out, so right, yeah, okay. Right, let's...
So right before you black out, can you save?
No, he is blacked out.
Oh, okay.
No. Oh, bloody light.
Is
No,
that another
that's a
two?
It's a 2 and a 1 on the inspiration.
Wow.
dice.
What the fuck?
The gods
Which at
of
least
tonight really want me to sing, and really want you to fucking fight a really high level druid.
Alone.
At least
Alone.
the advantage of this is I keep the inspiration right, because it now stays until it's successful.
Correct. This is
But
correct.
yes.
Oh, by the way, so that means the DM gave you nothing because you failed with it earlier as well. So you'd have kept that dice. That's it's like
No, the earlier one I actually succeeded with. It was when I was connecting to the ground.
That was it. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Right.
Right.
So we are going to replace Glamreus with what I'm probably going to call
Glamneus.
Dark Glamreus. There we go.
And
Dark
we've got X-Man here tonight to play that guy. That would be amazing.
Actually, do you know what? I want to stop it there because what I want to do is create a character sheet, because I did ask you for this for Hal Horman, right? And kick this off with a fight at the beginning of the next session to see where this goes.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine
Actual
that he
fight.
would just, yeah, definitely sounds good. It's a bit early, but we can do that. Because we have some. We have no rolls to do we?
Yeah.
2.
1.
Oh, is it 2?
Because they happened both together, so there's only 1, I think.
There we go.
But yes.
Positive
So
or negative?
interestingly, both. Because I
Wow,
actually got a
guys.
nat 20 at the same time as JD got a nat 1.
Yeah, I did nothing all
To see
session.
you
So good.
I mean,
about the
we were
naked.
like, I guess like trying to bring you in. You're like, nah, I'm just good. I'm not dancing. I'm not getting
Honestly,
involved.
This was, in terms of sort of the building of this, the lore and the talking of this, it was really enjoyable. So I actually quite happy just to sit and enjoy it. Really.
It is sometimes. It's quite nice to just be part of the story without
Yeah.
actually being a main
The-
character.
and this is the
time
thing.
I am, so it's fine.
Yeah, if I had spoken up and got involved, it would have just made your bits longer and take longer. So,
True story.
and we all know how you like to talk. So,
But
I
yes,
suppose it's
we're
somewhat-
actually fighting naked, aren't we? Or, well, practically
Yes,
naked.
but you
so-
have a staff now, so you're good.
I don't want to know about his.
Wait,
naked stuff.
what? He's naked with a big staff.
so many words.
I cast Shillelagh on my staff.
Well, yes. What I mean is both of our ACs will be lower.
Are you going to touch his AC of your AC? Is that what he's saying?
Well, maybe. Or my staff
Oh,
and his
what?
Oh, is this what druids do down below?
Right, so
Down in the dark, playing with each other's staffs.
Captain
Naked.
Jax.
Yes.
Captain Jax, you need to create and I'll talk to you after the session, a Hal Homan character sheet,
Mhm.
which you are going to puppet at the beginning of the next session.
Nice.
Oh, so I'm playing Hal Homan, and is Gaz going to play Dark Gaz?
Hal Homan is actually your character,
Yes.
canonically. So I couldn't be the one responsible for his death.
No. I mean, I don't think he'll die. It's fine. What
Yes.
level are we going for Hal Homan?
Well,
We'll talk
you'll
about that
know.
off the air. We'll talk about that.
No one else is going to know.
We'll talk about that off the air.
I'm going to know.
More importantly, I need not to know.
Yeah, what we'll do is we'll talk about it off the air, we'll plan it, and we'll plan roughly what the idea is. We don't want to plan too much because he's got to be off the cuff, but at the same time, we'll know what level he is. Because he wouldn't want to kill anyone, he just will be defending himself, and he'll know that the other guy's possessed by it, so it's about getting the rock off him, isn't it? That's the key.
He knows more of what's going on than I do.
All I'm saying is just be ready to lose a hand. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, to be fair, one of my fingers isn't on quite right anyway. Because it fell off when it was stone and she didn't mend it on quite straight.
I'd like to think that's the hand you're grabbing with. We'll just lose that hand now.
I like to think that when he flips people, it's that.
So we're gonna figure it out. So so let me just write some notes. Oh my goodness, I've got so many notes from tonight.
I have so. Oh wait, no, I don't.
So how to be created and by Gaz. Chop off his hand. That's what I'm going for, guys. That's what I'm aiming for. And not that I've got anything to chop it off with, but I'm hoping he's got spells. But I'll figure that out because I'll get to create him. So a level 20 arch druid, fantastic. He's just going to turn into an earth elemental and just fucking... It's just a fire element and sear arm off.
Just power word kill you.
Okay,
I mean,
if I don't hear... Oh, why'd you cut off my hand? Once.
If the wild magic's still going crazy, this could end up as one very crazy fight.
Hal doesn't get affected by it. We'll discuss. Me and the DM will discuss this. Speaking of when we're going to meet up, when are we going to meet up? When is this fight going to happen?
2 weeks.
So
I know we sort of already planned into.
We pre-booked it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the good thing, guys. We pre-booked it, so we've actually got 21st,
20th.
20th. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 20th.
We are now officially back on schedule.
Back on schedule
Until May.
Until I'm on holiday. Well, there's a lot of us on holiday in May, I think.
Yeah, I'm the first 2 weeks, then JD's the 2 weeks after that.
The good thing is that if we're all off in May, I'm in Bruges on the 19th of May, so I'm off for a week in May as well. So yeah, that's all good. But we can get the whole of April, would be quite nice through the Easter holidays, get some shit going down, and then we're back in June, hopefully. It's a shame that certain people can't make it to the amazing event that is Glastonbury, because we could have done, and we still might, with just one person remoting in, we could do a D&D live on the Sunday at Glastonbury. Are you going to church at Glastonbury, Aki?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What time is church?
While
I got to be there by 9:30.
What time do you get back? Yeah, so if we were to do a 1 o'clock till a usual Sunday session timer, like a 1 till 4 on the afternoon, we could do like a little 3-hour D&D session on that Sunday. James was around on the 29th, and we could he could remote in, and we could all be there live. Wouldn't that be fun?
Could be interesting.
Yeah,
it's definitely an option.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I request a cardboard robot with a tablet as a face, and just me.
We've done similar stuff again. We'll just have you on a chair.
Telepresence, James. Yeah.
Amazing.
I have no issue with
this. I mean, that's what they did on Critical Role, wasn't it? When Ashley went off to film something, they just put a tablet on
We'll just put a tablet on a chair facing the table, and we'll film it. It'd be great.
Yeah.
Guys, hope you've enjoyed tonight's nonsense. I know there was no exciting combat that we sometimes had. I'm sure Sarge was tuned in. He tuned out about an hour and a half ago. But we had some songs, we had some banter, we had some terrible rolls from Gaz. Holy shit.
Yep.
He rolled.
He
rolled a 20 with inspiration and rolled a 2 and a 1.
That's impressive. Very impressive.
Yeah. Let's do the roll then, guys. We've only got one roll to do, so I'm guessing that the 20 up and the 20 down will just cancel out. We'll do one roll for it, and we'll still have £5.
Yep, exactly that.
What am I rolling? I want to roll.
If you want to roll, it's a D4.
That's a 2.
A 2 is Josuke. So Josuke's on the board.
Josuke, I did that just for you, mate. Yeah, see, because we're Sunday buddies now, and he was like, "I play on Sundays. I didn't get to enter," and now I'm like, "Dude, sorted you out, man." Boom. And we all know that it's great because you can get them all, and Rat and Bait will still win.
Still win.
Right, it's been wonderful. It's been great. And we're going to finish pretty much exactly on time. I hope you had fun tuning in this evening. We had a blast doing it, and we are back in 2 weeks. I will be back next week on Friday. I may mix live. I'm gonna maybe play tomorrow night if I get a chance, and then I will mix live next week. If I may not, I might just play some more of my love mix, which I haven't released on Mixcloud yet, and the main reason for that is I'm having an issue. But I'll be out hopefully for next week's show. We'll have some fun with it. Meanwhile, Aki, are you doing any of the DJing stuffs?
I am taking Madness's show after X-Man tomorrow, who's taking your slot.
So is X-Man doing a double bubble, or is he just taking my slot?
He's just taking your slot, and then I'm
I
taking
think we
Madness's
might have
slot.
long range man pounder before. He was on about it.
Long
earlier. I
range
don't know
man
whether he got
powder
it.
might be
Okay.
in beforehand, which is
Oh,
fine.
that's good.
Oh, he
So-
hasn't booked it yet, but he's considering. Yeah.
Okay, because if not, I was thinking of throwing my mix into it, but I was supposed to work from home, and I'm not, so I don't think I'll be back home in time to play.
Well, if you can make your mix 2 hours long, I'll just look as if I'm doing stuff.
It's an hour, unfortunately.
Bollocks!
That would be hilarious. So yeah, what you can do is the first hour we can just like play that, and then just do a mix for an hour. But yeah, so it'll be all good. So you guys are all back. You're here Friday, so you're here Friday. Gaz, are you going to turn up for Aki's show on Friday?
I will probably be around.
Okay.
Probably still doing work because I'll probably have a nap during the day.
Yeah, I don't
Because he
know.
naps every day.
Any
That's his job.
any Sunday D&D sessions, Tithe, that you're DMing with the other guys?
There is one coming up. Should be on the calendar, but what month are we?
16th.
It's,
by the looks of it.
the
So
16th,
week on
yes.
Sunday.
So a week on Sunday, you have your... Is that Fandelver?
That is Fandelver, and they
And
are
then-
now in the Wave Echo Caves.
Amazing. It's getting close. And then on the 23rd, the day after I go on a sesh, and in the same week that we do this show 2 weeks from now, we'll be doing a Sunday Sessions D&D, where the guys will be back and some shit's going down. They're going to try... They have to go and murder someone. They've been pretty much hired to murder someone now, so, you know.
Well,
it's
I mean,
exciting.
I think Sarge would do it for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
Last
So-
thing I remember,
Oh, yeah. To be
Sarge
fair,
was
that-
doing
that-
things that went tits up.
Yeah, that to me that was the only way out of it was let Sarge kill him in a sanctioned way. That was
That's it. So, like, you know, you got to turn Sarge on. Sarge is going to
And I'm
kill
not talking
someone.
about-
Let's just get
I'm
paid
not
for
talking
it.
about Quent.
No.
I'm talking about Sarge.
that's it.
Sarge just wants to kill.
And on that final line of the show, Sarge just wants to kill. We're going to say goodnight. Have yourselves a lovely week. You can see the man Aki tomorrow night, along with X-Man and crew. And I'll be back in a week for my show on Friday. See you later, guys. Love you.
Bye-bye.
And good night.
Bye bye.
Bye.